Alright, good morning YouTubers. Sawmill 70 here. And I'm out here on it's a front porch, but we don't use it anymore. Hardly ever. I mean, we do use it once in a while, but not much. But it's more or less like a mud room before we had our other doors put in. The kitchen door and the back door for the family room. But anyway, there's nothing here. Let me show you. Hang on. The room was never finished. You can see the stud work, in the windows, and the ceiling joists, ceiling rafters, whatever you want to call them. And it was just never finished. But there's no big deal. But what's happened here is this door. It's just a storm door. That's all we have on there. We don't have an inner door and a storm door. We just have a storm door. Because this isn't heated. This is exterior stuff. But anyway, the door just won't close. There. That's it. You can see at the top it's out of square. But the door's not out of square. The door's, let me show you here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix this, but I don't know if you can see that, but the door is plumb. So it's not the door. And I checked the frame up here for squareness, and it is out of square. So there must have been movement. This sits on pillars and 6x6s, and it could have moved over the years, and I think that's what happened. Now I've got two choices here. I can take the door off the hinges, take it off, take it out, and I think that plate on the bottom is adjustable. I can raise it up or down. And because what it's doing, it's hitting at the bottom here. It's hitting right along here at the bottom. Now I never put a threshold in here, and I should have, and I never did. Wasn't thinking of it at the time. I just wanted to get this thing closed in and move on to something else, and forgot about it over the years. But what it is, it's a flake board. Well, you know what happens to a flake board when it gets wet? It swells. And that's what's stopping it. Even though the frame's out of square, the bottom, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's hitting right there in the middle. It's hitting. So everything else, I mean, these are plumb. It's just that the frame's not square. But I think if I take the door off, and I'm going to try to do it without taking the door off. I'm going to try to just move that brass plate, see if it'll slide up anymore. If I can just get a little bit out of it, but I'd like to put a metal threshold in here. Just cut that out and put a metal threshold in there. And I don't have one, but that might be coming soon. But all I want to do is make this so it closes, because sometimes, we put a bungee on it to hold it closed, and it's ridiculous. I should have taken care of this long ago, and I didn't. But anyway, let me check to see if I can do anything with that bottom plate. Let me see. I don't see any screws in this. Oh, this is hard on an old man's knees. I don't know if there's anything holding that at all. But There's nothing holding that at all in there. It just come down probably an inch. But I can't go up any higher because it's hitting this lip here. So what I have to do is either cut this, and I don't know if it'll go up anymore. Just hang on here. Let me double check something here. Yeah, it will go up more if I alright. See if I can get this on. I don't know if I can pull this off. Darn it. I don't think I have enough room to get it off. No, I don't. Wow, that's hard in the knees. Much I hate the thought of it, I might have to take the door off. So, I'll be back when I make a decision. Alright, I made the executive decision to take the door off. I did. Alright, success. Door is off, and I'll be darned if I know how that frame was put on there. I don't know what's holding it. I don't see any screws in it. I don't remember. It's been probably 20 years ago I did that door. But anyway, I guess I got to get some sawhorses out there so I can lay that on and take that bottom off, cut it down, and put it back on. And we'll see what we'll go from there. Be back. Alright, there it is. I don't know if that's going to work. No, not going to work. Because it's hitting, yeah, it can't go up any further. Alright, so I got to cut the floor out. That's my next move. So I'll bring you along for that when I get the stuff. Okay, here I got a piece of hickory. And I machined it down. I milled it down to a little less than 5/8 of an inch because this stuff was swollen up to like 7/8, so this should be plenty thin enough. And I'm hoping it's going to work, so we're going to find out shortly here. Using deck screws to fasten this down. Okay, that's it. Alright, now I've got to get the door ready to put on. I got to fasten the that brass piece at the bottom. I got to put some screws in it. I didn't have screws in it before. I don't know why. Who the heck knows? Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I got the door on the hinges. Haven't tried it. I got to pull the blocking out of the front. And you're going to see it for the first time like I am. Is it going to work? Alright, this plate here, the striping plate, I had to move weight. You can see up here the holes where they were, and they were way too high. It wasn't letting the latch go out, so anyway, I had to move everything down and rig things, differently. Use bigger screws. But anyway, here we go. There. Latched. Opened. Latched. Success. Anyway, well, that's going to conclude this video on repairing this door. It's really not, like I said, the best setup I got here, but it closes now. We don't have to put a bungee cord on it anymore. And we'll see how long that lasts. But anyway, appreciate everybody coming along. And if you would, please subscribe, hit the like button. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Everybody have a fantastic day.